Thanks for joining me. I'm Shannon, and you have clicked on the Great American Stampin' Show, Season 3, Episode 18, I think, but I've kind of lost count because every single week we, my team of gas girls, Brandy, Julie, and Jody, we give you new videos to vote on. So this week, will you vote on mine? All you got to do is give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you don't have to vote for it. If you like it, yay, vote. Congrats to Julie, who won last week. So fun. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. And we hope that you are entertained by this. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? You need to sign up for my mail list because we are sending Christmas card tutorials and there are several left. So get in on that fun. The description to that is in my video below. And you can also find the links to my competitors' videos. Who's going to win this week? Woo! I'm so excited to see. But most of all, I hope you really enjoy this video and feel inspired to make something. Craft, homemake, whatever. 'Tis the season, time of year. Okay, enjoy. So about 10 minutes ago, I was in brushing my teeth, thinking of this template and wondering what in the world am I going to do for my gas video this week? And this idea hit me. And so I said, that's it. I'm filming. I'm not even going to make a prototype this time. I've done that a couple of times, definitely not every time. And sometimes my prototype is bad. So I don't know, you're in for a treat or maybe, I don't know, maybe the opposite of treat, whatever that is. Anyway, here's the template for Sketch 18. So, and it's not a very good drawing. I forgot to do the circle first, but what I really needed to know was how big these 3 pieces are going to be. And so I identified what I was going to use for this piece and then was able to break it down that these 3 will be 1.5 inches wide each. 1.5 inches tall, I guess, the direction of this. And then they'll be 4 inches this way. So that's the plan. I am going to use, I'm not even going to use oh yes I am, the Greetings of the Season stamp set. That's it. I don't have a lot of Christmas stamp sets this year. And now I feel like it's too late to buy them because, well, it's time to be making my Christmas cards now. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to figure out a way to make this work and make a card with just this stamp set. And then I'm going to use this particular die right here. That'll be the part right through the middle. So this stamp set, I'm going to use the Season's Greetings. And I've got a cherry cobbler card, a little bit of gold foil cardstock, and then these 2 pieces of very vanilla. This is going to be the outside, and this one is going to be the inside piece. So set that aside for now. And I'm going to start with Season's Greetings and a little bit of VersaMark. And I'm just going to stamp this all around. Just kind of, I don't know, just kind of random, making a pattern. Okay, so I can see pretty well. I wanted to make sure that at least one Season's Greetings was really would really show. I'm not sure that I've done that or not. We'll see. So I'm going to now take my gold embossing powder and sprinkle that all over and then heat it and see how I've done with the stamping. Well, I'd say I'm pretty pleased with that. It looks pretty even and it looks very shiny and beautiful. So I am now moving on to the next step, which is shaded spruce and a blending brush. Woo, exciting. I'm gonna just blend kind of dark to light. And whenever I do, so it's kind of like an ombre. Whenever I do that, I always start at the bottom and then you're going over the same parts over and over, and then you just kind of stop going as high up, and then it just gets darker down here. Okay, that's looking amazing. I'm really happy with it. And then after you emboss, if you put ink over the top, you can always go back and wipe it off a little bit. And I found one other trick too. If it doesn't wipe off, you can always reheat it. So I am getting some off on my tissue, but not as much as I want. So let's try reheating it and see what happens to the gold. Gold is looking all nice and shiny again. Time to cut this up. Okay, so 1.5 inch strips. Make sure this is on camera. So we've got 1.5. And then, whoops. So that's the top strip. And then for the bottom, I'm going to do the bottom 2 strips up from there just to leave that other section that is not going to be part of it. And I left that in, rather than condensing the card, I wanted it to look like that piece was still part of all the greetings and stuff. I don't know if that makes sense or if it was even sound logic, but that's what I did. So there we go. We've got all these pieces together, and this piece goes right in the middle, but I'm gonna remove this because it's gonna be that middle piece anyway. Okay, now for that middle piece, I'm going to use gold foil and this piece. And this is meant to be a tag. So on one end it has a hole for like twine or something like that. I don't want that. I want this on both ends. So I'm just gonna cut twice like this, side by side. We are cruising right along. Now it is time for me to unveil one of my secret ingredients. What do you think it might be? Well, here's the cherry cobbler card. And so these are going to just layer right on there. And then, oh, look at that. Does that look like a beautiful Christmas card or what? And there's definitely a few places where you can see season's greetings. So I'm relieved about that. And this is the only layer, so I think I'm going to just add a ton of dimensionals on this and make all of these just really pop up. Okay, got these all layering in here beautifully. That's 6 dimensionals on each of my sections. That's a lot of dimensionals and totally worth it. And now I'm going to put these gold pieces down. But what am I going to use for the center circle focal point? Well, I remember I had these, what are these called? Mix and Match Joyful Images Ephemera. And I have a couple of options here. I thought the poinsettia would look good right there, or the wreath would look really nice. And then my last option would be, these are so fun. There's so many beautiful images. The last option is this house right here, like the cabin in the woods. And that's a really big, this is kind of what this is my first choice, but I'm afraid it might be too big. So let me just tear it up and see. I think it looks perfect. I really like it. So I think I'm going to go with that one. So these can just go, oops, that came off. Just going to have these kind of sticking out from either side. Gosh, if I can get the back of this one off. It's being a little stubborn. Okay, so now I've got my beautiful piece here, and it's got gold foil around there. So that will add to it nicely as well. A few more dimensionals. And then, okay, so now I've got one more secret ingredient. Actually, a couple more still. Woo, so fun. So many cute things. Okay, there we go. That goes right there. And then I think this calls for some Drusy. I mean, it just does, you know, it's a big, fancy, sparkly card. So here we go. So like I said at the beginning, my prototypes often turn out different than I'm expecting, and this card is no exception. I didn't imagine it being so green. It's super green, and I, for some reason, was imagining it more cherry cobbler, but I have a problem imagining things correctly. But because of that, I'm making a big ol' giant cherry cobbler bow. So I've just done like 3 wraps around, and I'm going to attempt to tie a knot with this and then stick it on the card. this bow looks a little bit crazy and uneven, and I actually think I like that because I want it to be dominant. I want it to be really showing off a lot of cherry cobbler. So, oops, those are tied together. So I was thinking I could just cut some of the edges maybe if I don't like it. Let's see, let's try it this way. Nope, this way it's definitely going to be the way, but maybe out like this. So kind of the pieces kind of fly. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, let's stick it down to the card. All right, that looks amazing. Big, wild, messy bow. I haven't forgotten the inside of the card. Now, I'm thinking just a little piece of, well, actually, mistletoe has white berries, not red ones, right? I was just thinking this at the top. We'll just go with it. Original thought. You know, it's always good to go with your original thought. So I'm just going to grab a little mini glue dot. And then I wonder if this also needs a little bit of ink blending. Well, let's see. I kind of feel like it should be on the top because that's where we're putting the mistletoe. So I'm going to turn that around. I'm just going to do a little bit on the top. And this card is in the books. Oh, wait. Oh, one more step. I got too excited. Let's get a little bit of Seal Plus. Stick this down to the inside of the card. And that is my creation. Will I get your vote? I certainly hope so. Thumbs up if you like this card. You know, I mean, if you don't like it, you could still give me a thumbs up. That's up to you. But, you know, I've got to watch my competitors too and see which one you like best. And you can vote for multiple if you want. I won't tell anybody. But thank you so much for watching. Sign up for my mailing list. We've still got several Christmas card oh my goodness, tutorials left that we're sending out. So sign up for my mailing list. You'll get some of those. And that's it. Thank you so much. And we'll be back next week with more Great American Stampin' Show. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wrap. Bye-bye.